Hey everybody, Matt DeCoursey back again with another edition of Balance Me, the web series. So today's kind of an interesting day because there was a solar eclipse. And with that, as you guys probably know, the moon blocked the sun. And with that, the sun didn't have the ability to really shine as bright as it could. So I feel like today is a good day to address one of the biggest reasons that people often block themselves from being successful. And it's a simple review of the fact that you might be your own biggest problem. So with that, there's a couple things that people that don't find the success that they want in life have a tendency to do. The very first is the inability to take responsibility for your own actions. And with that, you'll find, and you guys probably, hopefully this isn't you, but if it is, maybe this gives you a little realization and helps you snap out of it. So with that, an example of not taking responsibility, I can remember my first exposure to this, and it was a long time ago. I was probably 25 or 26. I was working at a music store in Wilmington, North Carolina. And someone, actually one of my early mentors, showed me a video that was all around the idea of taking responsibility for your own actions. It was a short video and it had this guy, he was explaining that someone that he worked with had come in, and it was a woman, and she had just received a speeding ticket, and she was going 20 miles an hour over the speed limit, and she came in and she was so upset. She was blaming the police officer. How dare he give me a ticket? How dare he write me a violation for going over the speed limit? And you know, in the rest of the video, the guy went through and talked about the importance of taking responsibility for your own actions. Well, it wasn't the police officer's fault that she got a ticket. It was her fault for driving over the speed limit. So we have a tendency to do the same thing when it comes to taking responsibility for our own actions. We live in a culture of blame. And if you find yourself blaming everyone else around you for your inability to find success, then you might actually be a bigger part of your own problem than you think. Now, yeah, there are certain situations where things might not always be your fault, but for the most part, the one thing that we can control is our own actions and reactions to the external stimuli that exist around us. So I think as adults, we have to accept the fact that we don't always get what we want. So with that, when you don't get what you want, you can control your reaction to it. And therefore, if we are also the problem, we are very much also the solution. So we have a lot of options when it comes to this, and failure is a part of life. As someone who has been a startup founder and opened several small businesses, I can certainly attest to the fact that you don't win every time and that failure is a part of the process. So you can actually take these moments and these instances and you can turn them into something productive, or you can let them get you down. The thing that we can control, once again, is our own reaction to the problem. We can also control our own output, meaning we can try harder, we can be more self-disciplined, we can work on improving our own self-confidence, we can be less selfish. These are all things that we have the ability to control, that coupled with taking responsibility for the situation that we're in or our lack of results in certain situations, can result in a much higher likelihood of finding success. So with that, it means you have to change. And we've already addressed the fact that change isn't easy. It requires honesty, it requires courage, and it requires foresight. All of these are important elements of finding and maintaining change. So with that, you may have already heard this, but in life there are very few constants, but one of them is change. So things are going to change around you, and if you're not willing to change with them, or try to be a little visionary with your own success and ability to find it, then you're going to probably find that you're not getting all the things that you want. So going back to the concept of the eclipse and the sun not being able to shine as brightly as it can, well, when you do things like not take responsibility or blame others for certain things around you, you're just eclipsing your own ability to find success. So with that, stick around, because in the coming episodes, we're going to start going through how making small changes can equal big results. We're going to unblock your ability to find success, and we're really going to help you shine the brightest that you can. Stick around. I'm really looking forward to sharing all this stuff with you.